Hi you all, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading. Okay, remember to use your intuition and discernment. I'm going to do person A and person B, and I'm going to do the share energy, okay? So let's get into it. Okay, so let's do person A's energy. Okay. We have envy. Interesting. Okay. We have adversity here. And we have health. Interesting. Why is person A struggling so much? Yeah, why is person A struggling so much? Okay, let's see what's going on with person B. We have blame. I'm gonna put this here. Because I just want to actually see. I have blame. So person B is blame. We have loneliness here. And we also have forgiveness. Interesting. Let's see what the shared energy is between these two. We have worry. Interesting. So both people are worrying. Both twins are worrying here, okay? Let's see. Okay, so person A is going they're having a bit of a tough time. Okay, trying to stay healthy, trying to keep things afloat, okay, above water. I see that. I don't know if person A is envious of person B though, because person B is in its energy of taking responsibilities, taking accountability for their responsibility and their well-being, okay, and going through a lot of thinking. Okay, they're thinking a lot here. They have a lot of alone time here. They need to be in a sense of forgiveness here. Okay, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. It seems like person B is ahead of person A because they released envy, okay? You know what this sounds like? This sounds like two twins that are going through a wave of emotions that actually is not anything to do with these twins, right? It could be a black man's paradox too, but also I feel like this is something where they both can't see something. Okay, they can't see something about their own situation, right? The over energy is worry, and then the over energy for worry is surrender. Like, relax. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this these person A. You have freedom. You have control, divine masculine. So this is divine masculine. You know, person A, in my last reading, divine masculine was here as well. But person A was actually doing way much better than person B. But now person A is in envy now. You know, like, what's going on with that? Now, divine masculine is, you know, trying to keep a smile on their face is what it looks like. They're trying to, you know, be easy, maintain their focus, maintain their cool or something of that sort. Okay, let's get one more card. And we have betrayal. Damn, what they doing? What is going on? I felt that too. I didn't expect that card to come out, and be honest with you. I thought like maybe shame, something that was like, but they really, I don't know what's going on. What's this betrayal energy? What's going on? Clarify betrayal. Let's see what's going on with that. Denial. So somebody's acting dumb. someone is in denial, and that's really causing person A to be envious, okay, of other people, okay, and the challenges that they're going through their life. I do see that person A is not saying something, they're not saying everything, okay. Something is going on personally with divine with divine masculine. I'm going to say this is divine masculine because control is coming out here, okay. Let's see what's going on with person B. I'm kind of scared. 2 cards is coming out here. We have connection. This is divine masculine here, divine feminine, and we have adventure. So person B is talking to a lot of people, going through a lot of situations with people. It's pretty good, you know. It's 2 rainbows here, so I do see that person B is actually going through a lot of blessings or happy endings, or things is not so tough for person B, okay. So that's why they're in this like forgiveness and taking accountability and responsibility for their well-being and such. It just feels like with person B, there's a but. Either they don't notice what's going on with their twin flame. Either they don't know what's going on with their twin flame, okay, or I don't know, they're just not looking up, or they're not seeing something. I hope that person A is not saying that person B is acting like they're in denial, okay? Because person B is actually going through things. And I don't think that person A is coming off that way or insinuating anything of that sort, but I think they're just doing like a sense of process of elimination, okay? A little bit in a sense, okay? So let's see what's going on. Tell me more about person B. Whoa, look at all these cards that came out. Okay, we have rest here. We have waiting. That's coming out with rest here. And we also have vision. So somebody could go to church. Somebody could be praying. Okay. Somebody is waiting for a message. And they're waiting for a message, praying, getting answers from God while they wait, while they're going on all these adventures with all these people here. Okay, so something could have happened to person B. Okay, something could have happened to person B here, and so it's like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. Let me work on that for you. Let me, because I don't want you to blame anybody. I know that you're blaming. I know you're essentially blaming, and I don't want you to be in this blame energy. Please forgive me. It won't happen again. Person B is probably saying the same thing, vice versa. Like it's coming off as a misunderstanding, but the misunderstanding is not popping up. It's rather like, oh, this is a problem if we're blaming, especially if this is a professional situation, especially if this is corporate too. You know, like, no. Because if we're going to blame, that means that we're firing people, right? Like people are getting fired today. And then it's causing person B to be lonely or to feel lonely. So I do see that these connections to these adventures here is helping them maintain like some type of like loneliness here up until they receive a vision or receive what they're waiting for. Okay. But they're definitely waiting. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's get one more card for person B. We have truth here. We have another rainbow too as well. So there's some like there's some truth that's gonna come out over energy. We have vulnerability. Either person B is saying something or somebody's saying something to person B, and person B is gonna be very vulnerable in loneliness here, and you know they're gonna be in their raw self of blame, loneliness, and forgiveness here. I believe that people are trying to make person A and person B, like both of y'all, feel very worried But I'm trying to figure out like what is the reason though? Because person A is saying like, oh, you know, she's being stupid. He's being stupid. Like they're in denial that, you know, they're portraying them, you know, and it's causing me to, well, I feel like person A is saying you're being in denial that I don't need the work, I don't need the help, you know, like I don't need to focus on my own health, my own physical body, my own physical vessel here, my soul. Like you think that I don't need time and space and all this extra stuff here. Like you're in denial, and that's a betrayal to them because they're like it's almost like person A is like I trusted you to be on the same page as me, you know. Person B is going through something completely different from person A. You know, it feels very much like I'm going to hurt your feelings. Like someone is in like trying to hurt person B's feelings, and they're already like down and out. You know, someone's getting ready to betray person B. Okay. But like, you know, person A is just like swallowing their pride and shit like that. They're just like, okay, whatever, like, but I don't know why person A is waiting. So I feel like, I mean, your twin, person A could be waiting for a response from person B about some type of betrayal or some type of shade or making person B feel like shit. You know, like that's what I'm getting. That's the only reason why person A has this approach of like, okay, I'm sitting there, I'm watching, like, you know, I'm swallowing my pride, like whatever, like what did they say, okay, because that bitch acting in denial with me too, like, you know, I'm gonna get my shit together too, like, you know, like what the fuck, you know, you know, these twin flames that I'm tapping into, these are people that are doing things to the twin flames here, and the twin flames are actually not doing anything bad. It sounds like soulmate. Somebody just told me this sounds like a soulmate here, but no, these are twin flames that are going through something emotional. That's what I'm getting. It's something emotional, and I feel like the reason why it's coming off as twin flames is because these people are really, I mean, sorry, not twin flames, soulmates, is because these people are really into this soulmate energy. Like they are very like mediocre, like they're very muggle, right? It's just like, oh, gotta get a paycheck, but they don't really think deep. They're not like inquisitive. They don't have this euphoric mindset, and they don't love hard, you know? Not on a soulmate level, but on a twin flame level. Like they don't feel that intenseness, okay, going on. And these soulmates is like, oh, basically you're a fucking weirdo. Like your life shouldn't be that intense. Like maybe you shouldn't be that intense. And like obviously you guys can't help it because you are intense. Like that's a twin flame, right? But if person B would know more about if they're in a twin flame, if they're on a twin flame journey or they are twin flames, because there's a whole bunch of like rainbows and blessings and stuff like that. So they would take the time out to sit there and think about like what's going on in their relationship, and hypothesize and do all this extra stuff here. Okay, so, and I feel like they're saying something here. What's truth here? Tell me more about truth. We have individuality. Okay, it's like somebody could be going on a personal interview like, oh, tell me more about yourself. We have hesitation here. Somebody wants to tell person B to like, you know, work on their own selves here, like be by themselves. But they don't want to tell them that. Or like you're gonna have to do things by yourself here. You're gonna have to be by yourself. We have protection here. Protect yourself. Figure out what's best for you. It may not be like a company. It may not be a company. Yeah, it may not be a company or anything of that sort. It could be like one particular person, because I'm really feeling like somebody is really trying to hurt person's B feelings. There's like, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4, 5 rainbows. And this is someone that is like, oh, you got 5 rainbows around you. I can hurt your feelings. Like I can do it. Like you're blessed. Like you're abundant. You know, spirit protects you. What's a little bit of truth? What's a little bit of pain gonna do to you if you got 5 rainbows around you? Like, come on. Like, if I was to steal 1 credit card from you, like, and you got 4 credit cards, like, what's that gonna do? You know, how is that gonna harm you? You know, and it's like, well, you're affecting person A, you know, and they got to get their shit together. They got a mental problem, like a, what's it called that? A medical problem. This is somebody that got a physical problem. You know, you're affecting my other partner, you know, like, now he has to take out money. Now he has to pull from his credit card until my new credit card comes back. And then I got to pay him. It's just too much of a hassle, you know, like, But yeah, you're dealing with like a dick. Person B is dealing with like a dick. Like, oh, maybe you should stay by yourself. You should focus on yourself. Like, maybe you should, maybe this isn't, but I don't think somebody has an authority in that kind of way. Okay, what's the shared energy between you two people? We have storytelling here. Okay, so people are talking shit about you and about both of y'all. Okay, they're lying on both of y'all. Okay. We have stillness here. And then there's another rainbow. And people who are on person B side that support this rainbow, they like, wait a second, I'm listening to what you're saying about person B mostly, but also person A. What you're really saying is, you know that this person has a kid, you know that this person is married, you know that this person's engaged, you know that this person's going through what they're going through, and you still are deciding to work against them? Has anybody like put you in a fucked up situation, or, you know, stabbed you in the back even more when you were down and out? Like, I'm interested in what you represent. We have sadness here. People feel for you and your twin flame. People feel for you. They're disappointed, but they're sad, mostly. We have vulnerability. Let's get one more card. And we also have 37 here, which means congratulations from the angels. So the angels has guided these individuals to look at this one particular person or a company or a group of people to they have guided these individuals to hear their stories. A new moon is dark moon. It's new intentions. It's dark magic. And then you also have this rainbow that's protecting you and your twin flame in a home, in a castle. Okay, and the outside of this ring is darkness. So people are like, you are a really fucked up person. You are a really fucked up company. This is a really fucked up situation, and that hurts my feelings. That makes me really sad. It makes me feel like I can't do anything to help person A or person B. That's really fucked up. You know that this person has a husband or wife, a kid, or X, Y, and Z, and you're still proceeding this way because you feel like they have a lot and they can suffer a little bit more because you need something. You're selfish. You don't want to do the work. But these are two people that are willing to do the work. That's really fucked up. And with vulnerability and openness here, people are open now. They're like, we're open now. We're open to whatever divine masculine, divine feminine is wanting to do or is, you know, worried about or is, you know, trying to push forward now. We will give our utmost support and condolences and understanding and patience with them as much as possible. Okay, but everyone right now with these twin flames with person A and person B is very worried and sad right now. Like, we need basically we need a fucking miracle to bring everybody to a vibration of frequency of hope. Okay, that things is going to work out. That people will no longer be obedient to a selfish asshole. Multiple people or one person. We need a Katniss Everdeen, the Mockingjay. We have attachments here. They wanted something. Over energy, we have regret, and they're regretting what they wanted now. They only regretting it because everybody's talking shit about them now. Like, but this person right now is looking and they're like, oh, I didn't think that a lot of people would be that heartbroken. This is a twin flame fucking journey. What are you talking about? People would not be heartbroken if they have a soul mission for the collective, you asshole, you dick. Like, what are you talking about? Sounds like a dick. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let me see what's the future outcome. I'll pull out some angel numbers here. What's the future outcome for this energy? The gut feeling. Okay, so everybody in this situation here is in their intuition, portrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. We have follow your gut. Okay, we have follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. So the future outcome for this energy is to, I wouldn't say be nice, but have good intentions towards the person that violated you. Because in this card, it's saying that, it's saying like, you're being fake with people that is not so nice to you, okay? And it's wise to be nice or be compassionate, be insightful, bring value to the table, bring something to the table, and not just walk around being mean to someone. Like, if you're gonna bully someone, bully them into submission, right? So that way they can get their life together. Don't just bully them because, you want to take your anger out on them, right? Make sure it's for a reason. And then also this person may be bringing people, because I feel like obviously this person would be bringing people as well, and they will see the way how I just said it. And, karma will bite you. 3 is a crowd here. It'd be like, okay, well, people are going to circle you in your divine masculine, you and your divine feminine. So make sure you do it with purpose, okay? Over energy, we have 1717, drama alert, independence, soul mission, alone time, learning, healing, and aspiration. So this is mostly for divine feminine. This is mostly for person B. Okay, everyone is getting riled up because of what person B is going through. Okay, and person A is being affected because there's like something, like there's some waiting going on here. There's some information that needs to come through. Person A is depending on person B, if you will, or they're really depending on them, and someone's making it very difficult for person A to do what they need to do. Okay, and this is somebody obviously that's trying to start drama with person B, but I do see that person B is doing things in the future that is gonna add more fuel to the fire, and it's not with a purpose. Person B is just angry, and like I said, don't be angry, okay? Do it for a reason. What's the exit card for this energy? We have good times, right? 24. Interesting. Leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, and happiness. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. This is a confirmation, right? About those people that supports person B, right? If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied, and that's what it did. But also too, with good times, we need a Mockingjay, right? We need a Katniss Everdeen. But this is also saying, you know, the people that was hurting person B and person A life here, the people that was hurting person A and person B was also in this good times energy. Okay, like they thought something was fun, you know, they said that, you know, person B, person A is not worthy of my affection, is not worthy of my leisure and pleasure. Okay, they were telling the people besides person A and person B that you know, how they felt about them and how they wanted to be on the same page with them, going against person A and person B. You know, they had people that were rooting for them, going against person A and person B. But also too, like, if they didn't know what they were doing to person A and person B here, they would probably get involved, and you know, they would probably know, right? Because people in this energy, they were like, okay, so you suspected, you know. And I'm pretty sure of the people that they were going around saying that they are worthy of their affection and leisure and pleasure, I'm pretty sure they knew. Okay, and they were like, oh, you know, we're just not going to make ourselves apparent, but you know, we see you, we hear you, you know, like, we just gonna say see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil, whatever you're doing to person A and person B. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, and they decided to spread, and it, but the only thing it didn't do is multiply. Okay, and if it did multiply, then you know, you still have people in the background that are like, you know, but if that's the case, if people in the background that are here, they getting ready to see a fight with person B, and also whoever that is going around doing shit to person A and doing shit to person B, you know, like, or person A could be getting ready to fight the person that's doing shit to person B, like, is because it's at the end of the day, person A needs help, and person B, whatever they're going through, whoever that they're dealing with, is making it very difficult for them. It's frustrating, and they're like, nah, you betraying me, I got problems with you, like, on sight, we gonna fight, like, that's what that is. Or we just gonna hash that shit out, because on some real shit, like, you know, that's my twin flame, you know, like, I need to go get my shit done, and you over here, like, disrupting whatever that's going on, you know, like, you obviously talking to, you know, person B, but you also talking to me too. I'm not gonna be dumb, you know. I said, like, on some real shit, that is betrayal. That's it. Like, that's it. And you really gonna sit there and act stupid like you wasn't talking to your friends, you wasn't talking to people and they didn't really know? All right, okay, so they're gonna get their ass beat with my homeboys or my homegirls, or both. Like, that's what we gonna do. And I see that that's what they was doing, and they was just out of sight, out of mind, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It was like, go ahead and go do what you go do. And these people did not expect that you was gonna have a crowd that supported you in person, you know, person A and person B. They didn't expect that. That's why they're coming through as the only one that's speaking the truth in your name, your vibration, your frequency. But why you think it was so loud? Because people supported them. Over our energy, we have clarity. 5, 5, 5, 5. This is more than a tower moment. They say 5, 5, 5s is a tower moment. But when you have that extra 5, it's like, all right, you know, this was like targeted. You know, this was a four person A and 4 person B. You know that's what it was. That's why person A or person B is willing to fight the person that is over here trying to make person B some type of way. Okay, we have great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast-paced forward, process. You aren't a victim of circumstances. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that wasn't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt in this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Okay? I feel like Spirit is saying laugh right back at that person. Okay? Because it's funny. It's funny, and you guys are still going to get to where you need to get to, but it's funny. Do what you need to do it with a purpose, and keep it pushing, and make sure y'all are stronger next time. Okay? So that's all that I have for you. I hope you all enjoy it. Remember to like, subscribe, and to share. Look in the description below. See what I have to offer you. And until then, I will see you all next time. Bye.